Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. A whole bunch of notifications coming in right now. I'm here with
Angie
again. So we're doing a story time today. Someone asked me Instagram, when I asked you guys to ask me questions, someone asked most embarrassing moment in high school. We're gonna do a story time. The only reason I have her here is because it all started with her, and then we were best friends back then. Also, so I kind of got involved, and then it accumulated onto me. Sorry about the lighting. Again, I'm trying to figure something out. I'm probably just gonna have to break down and bring my lamp here, but
I'd actually really appreciate that.
So without further ado, let's get into the story. So you can start because it all started on her. I had nothing to do with this for like the first week or so.
It didn't start with me, it started with my sister.
Before she starts though, it's not embarrassing to me. It's infuriating.
It's pretty embarrassing to me because like these people are crazy. Like,
but if you want to get more in the light so you can see your face while you're talking, I'll scoot over a little. Okay, so she can start and then I'll just add in wherever I feel the need to.
How do I even start?
I don't know, just tell them that your sister wanted.
Okay, so
like tell them how long
there's
you
this
hang out and stuff.
weird little family that lives in Scout.
Yeah, like,
and they're like too close to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say that
close.
my sister to date person one's brother, and person one didn't like it. So this started like a big like fight out between those three because my sister had like really hard feelings for this dude, and I don't see how, but I mean she's got different taste in guys, dude. So whatever. But anyways, and then it started going through from person one to person two, which they're sisters.
So, with all those feelings set aside, it started this big feud between her family, which is also my family, and their family. The guy that her sister had been, I wouldn't say sneaking around with, because they weren't sneaking around.
Literally, they did it out in public. Like, they were, like, cuddling out in their living room. And
they were dating, but they weren't.
Right. They were friends with benefits, but they didn't do anything, like... They didn't all that
any
stuff.
Sexual things. They weren't like that.
They might have kissed a few times, but...
Right. But anyways, it started this huge feud between her family and their family.
But then after all of that happened, it all escalated into the cheer team. I was in the cheer team, and we were on the same cheer team for about a couple of years now. Or a couple of years at that point, and it started to become like this huge thing. And
so the guy had two little sisters. One was in her grade. One was a grade
above me, and
a grade under me. 2 grades under me. She was on my cheer squad, and then the youngest was on her cheer squad.
The oldest was on my cheer squad at one point, but that was like for like 1 year because she was like a year ahead of me. So in like middle school,
happened, she was in high school.
No, she was in middle school too.
It happened for a year.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
She was on my. It
happened in 7th grade for me, and she was in 8th grade at that point, so it was in middle school.
She was on my cheer squad though when it happened.
Yes, and then it carried on because then it ended up starting up again.
Yeah, because it started in the summer.
Yeah. But anyways, where was I? The cheer squad. Yeah. So, and then, you know, I was like a flyer in middle school, and she was like a base, so you knew something was wrong because she'd like drop me on purpose, but she didn't realize it. Like, the coach didn't realize there was something going on. So, a couple of years went down, and I just quit cheering. I was done. I was so over the drama with them, and, what happened after that?
So then the whole summer thing happened, and like I said, this was probably at the end of your 7th grade year into your 8th grade year, because it started at the end of the school year, and then it progressed into summer. Summer, it really just blew up out of proportion. By next year, when we went to school, it was football season for cheerleading. At this point, sister number 2, right?
Which is the youngest, right?
No, the oldest of the 2 younger siblings.
Is number 1.
Sister number 1 was on my team for cheering. So, me and her did not get along because she knew I was friends with her sister. She knew, I know it's going to be confusing for you guys because we're not releasing names. Yeah, I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to release names on my channel because I'm
Okay, so my sister's name is Faith. Okay. We'll release her name because I know she won't care. Probably under all those clothes you dropped on my bed.
So, Faith had pretty much stopped seeing these people. We thought it was over. So, but sister number 1 and sister number 2, they did not like to keep their mouth shut.
They wanted to spread rumors that weren't even true. So this is kind of embarrassing because of the rumors that were spread around made us look really terrible.
What rumors did they spread about me?
The rumors that they spread about you.
Don't say them. Just tell me after the video because I think I know what you're talking about.
Not about the one that you were gonna do?
No, I know who started that one.
Yeah, your so-called ex-best friend.
Anyways. Anyways, I guess they were spreading rumors about us, which I didn't hear any of these rumors. So actually, just say on camera, what were they saying about me? Like, how bad was it? Is that where the slut rumor came from? Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew about that one. I just didn't.
Yeah, because then they were friends with KK, and KK like ran her mouth a lot to them about you, about me, and started saying that we were
so, we have this former friend, and let's just say she's really two-faced and conniving and stuff. We're not gonna get much in detail though. Like, back to the story. We thought it was over. Faith had broken up with this guy, and we thought it was over. We thought, we can finally just go to school in peace and just go. Like, go to school for a normal day, go to cheer practice, whatever. So I didn't really realize that sister number 1 had escalated it to the point of spreading rumors about me until actually today. Like, I didn't even know that she spread those rumors about me. But now that I know...
I still have the message that I sent Elijah.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Well, while she's pulling that up, I'll tell my side. I don't have the messages anymore.
Well, it's on Messenger, so it stayed there. I never deleted it.
I deleted mine because Officer D told me to. So our school officer, pretty much they were spreading rumors. They weren't stopping. My cheer coach wasn't doing anything about it. No matter how many times you went to her, she just didn't do anything about it because these girls' moms literally ran the committee for cheering. So they were pretty high up there, their parents were. So even if you went to the coach about it, she didn't do anything. I'm not saying that our coach, because we had the same coach, she ran middle and high school. I'm not saying our coach was a bad coach by any means. I'm saying that she just didn't do anything. So pretty much by the end of it, it escalated to the point where it went through text messaging, and she was harassing me while I was giving it right back to her because at that point I was dumb. I was a sophomore. No, I was a junior.
And at this point the cops were involved with it too.
Yeah, okay, so the cops got called. We were literally... We weren't harassing. They said we were harassing. I remember, this is the only part I played in it. I remember getting called down to the principal's office by our school officer, who was a part of Skowhegan PD. And I remember sitting in there with my phone, and he literally made me hook his phone up to his laptop, and he went through.
That's funny because he printed mine off. He printed mine off, and he showed them to me, like, right there. Like, he pulled me out of class in the middle of class, and it was weird because I wanted, like, my dad there because he knew more about this situation than I did. So, and he wouldn't let me call any of them, so I was like, whatever, I'm gonna talk about it, and we ended up talking about it, and he didn't believe any word I said. I was like, yeah, I sent her that message, and it was true, because she acted like she was all that, and she ran everything, and she didn't, and she basically told a lie to the cop, and the cop agreed to her.
And it's not... The cop that dealt with this, our school officer, did not do it legally, in my mind. He had already had access to our messengers.
Yeah.
He printed off messages that he should have never seen unless we showed him, for one. He didn't show me mine until after I showed him the messages on my phone. He made me take my phone out, hook it up to his laptop, and looked through didn't just look through Sister 1 and Sister 2's messages to me, looked through my whole messenger, which obviously I'm a junior in high school. I have private things in there that I obviously don't want cops to see, you know, like I don't want my mom to see those messages, let alone an officer. So at that point I was pretty irate. I wasn't going to call my mom in because I didn't do anything, you know, that's what a lot of people are going to hear from this video. We didn't harass them. They made it out to look like we harassed them. We literally almost got harassment charges filed on us over this whole thing. They did file one
on me, but the cop never made it go through.
She got one filed on her. I was probably like this close to getting one filed on me. Because, and like I told, if I still had the messages, I would gladly read them out loud. Because I'm still trying to I didn't say anything harassing to her. I did not harass her during practice. I went to practice, I did my job, and I went home. Ooh. That is all I did that whole football season, was went to school, went to practice, and then when I got home, I literally had to deal with all of this, and then like 2 weeks after all this, I get called down to the principal's office, and I have to deal with even more, because lo and behold, her mommy went in and cried to the principal and said that I was harassing her. Well, I hate to tell her, I didn't harass her. And anyways, it all blew up way out of proportion, and it just like, I don't know. I don't know what she thought she was getting out of us, because even our school officer told me, he said, it does not look like you're harassing. He said, but I need to treat it like you're harassing because of what this person said. There's a little glare of light. And I was confused at that point, because I was like, if I'm not harassing, why do you need to make it look like that? You know, why make it look like that I'm doing something that I'm not? I did say mean words to her. I'm not going to lie, but saying mean and hurtful words to someone is not harassing. Harassing is when you won't stop. You continue going. You edge on the situation. Obviously, eventually that person is going to snap. And that's what I did. I snapped. I was young. I was dumb. I'll admit it. You know, this was 2 years ago now. And it still pisses me off to this day, because there was no point for me to be called down the office by an officer. There was no reason for him to go through my whole messenger. There was no reason for him to print off any messages of either of ours without our parents' permission, because we were both underage at the time. I was 16 years old when this happened. So at that point, they didn't need permission from me, but they needed permission from my mom. They called my mom before, but never told her that they went through my messenger. They told her that I was in big trouble and that I need to talk to the officer. And that is literally what all started, because they did not like the idea of Faith dating their brother. It all escalated to that. Like, that's how extra this family is. Okay, like, you guys heard her say before, they're way too close for comfort. Like, there was some weird shit going on in that family, and I'm not calling the family out. I'm just saying, I know it's good to be close to your family, but to the point where the sisters are getting jealous because their brother is cuddling someone. That is a bit ridiculous. Oh. I mean, it all happened because Faith had this romantic fling over the summer. What high school student does not have a romantic fling over the summer? Like, it's not... You're still in high school. I know. Like, it's not... That's my version of the story. That's my point. That's how I was involved in this. It all pretty much involved me because I was on the cheer team, and they didn't like me, and they didn't like that coaches liked me because they were supposed to be coach's favorite because their mom ran the board, and that's how it all happened. You know, I was sticking up for my family, and I opened my mouth, which I do a lot. And I probably shouldn't have at that point, but I did, and it all escalated to pretty much almost harassment charge on my end, which would have completely ruined my future and my career. So, kind of glad that didn't happen. But have you found the messaging?
No, my internet's being stupid.
She didn't block you? Well, tell them your story so they're not sitting here. She's still trying to find the message.
Give me my phone. No, it's not working on my phone. I literally pulled them up the other day. I don't know why they're not showing it now.
So you want to talk to them while you're looking? Just tell them your whole side.
Okay, so how I got involved in all of this was I was sticking up for my sister, and that's where the messages come in.
Lost my water like 4 times in this.
Where's your phone?
How
charged is it?
Like 11%. Just tell
Okay,
me what
so
you remember.
I don't even remember the whole message.
You
I don't
don't
even
need to
remember
remember the
anything
message.
of the message.
They don't need to hear the message. Just tell them what you remember, being called down and getting the harassment thing filed on you.
Well, I remember being called down and sitting in the principal's office with a cop recording me on this little stupid cam recorder thing and asking me dumb questions, and then he pulls out the messages that I sent the mom and the
and again, without her even showing him this.
He pulled them out. He had them on paper. He printed them off. And today he probably still monitors my messenger because he got into my messenger and he basically went through everything that was in there, and he printed off the messages between them. And after that, I don't know, we see them in public and they literally make comments about us and about me, about her.
To this day, it hasn't stopped. There's still those petty people that were in high school with me. They're still in high school themselves. But I'm to the point where I'm done with high school drama. You know, I graduated a year ago. I'm done with the high school drama. There's no point in me to even be involved, you know? Like, I have no friends in high school except for her. She's the only friend I have left in that high school, and I still don't get into her drama. Like, I'm not...
You kind of do.
Yeah, but you haven't had a lot of drama this year, though.
No.
Bottom line of this story time is the cops went too far, did illegal things. The family went too far. The sisters are obsessed, like literally obsessed with their brother. And they had no right to pull me and her into it because her sister had a romantic relationship with their brother. That is the whole reason why we got into this situation, is because her sister had a romantic relationship. It's literally what two humans do. Sorry, but it is. Like, this family took it above and beyond to make sure that she got harassment charges on her, to make sure that I almost got harassment charges on me. Took the cops into it because of messages that was them harassing us, and it all just escalated out of hand. It was out of hand. It was not called for at all. And if these people watch this video, they're gonna know that we're talking about them. You know, it's been 2 years now, and it needs to stop.
I still get dirty looks from them in the hall.
They need to stop. They need to stop dramatizing over it. They need to stop making comments when they see us in public. They need
to get over themselves.
I mean, their brother's in a different state now. They need to stop. I'm sorry,
Thank God.
but they need to stop. And if they do watch this, then I don't know.
Sucks to be you, doesn't
Sucks
it?
to be them, because I'm not. Someone asked me my most embarrassing moment in high school, and this wasn't embarrassing to me. It was more infuriating.
We feel like you needed to hear it, like.
Yeah. I feel like it was definitely an important thing to speak out, and I think this really needs to serve a message. You know, don't call the cops if you don't need to call the cops. I'm sorry, but there was no reason for the cops to even get involved in that. And it was all because they were petty. But I think that's the end. Mm-hmm. You don't have anything else to add? I think we pretty much covered it. So that is my most embarrassing, I'm going to call it my most infuriating moment in high school, because it wasn't embarrassing for me.
That's a story time.
It's a story time. It's a little story time for you guys. So.
And I know that's not what you wanted, but basically, don't get nothing else.
I didn't really have embarrassing moments in high school. I had one, and I
don't feel like talking about it.
Want to talk about that on camera. So, yeah. But thank you guys for watching, and all of our
social media.
Yes, will be in the description below. So, and we're actually going to film a video for her channel. I don't know when it's going to be up.
Probably tonight.
So, when you're watching this, her video will most likely already be up. So go check hers out. I'll put her YouTube in the description below. And thank you guys for watching.